Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll discuss an example to find Z parameters for the circuit shown in figure. This is the circuit given to us. We are supposed to find the Z parameters for it. First, let us write the main equations for Z parameters. Z parameter equations can be written as V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. V2 equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So to find Z11 and Z21, you can see here Z11 equal to V1 by I1 when I2 equal to 0, and Z21 equal to V2 by I1. I am writing from the equations itself, V2 by I1 when I2 equal to 0. So to find Z11 and Z21, I2 should be equal to 0, right? Whereas to find Z12 and Z22, from the equations I can write Z12 equal to V1 by I2 when I1 equal to 0, and Z22 equal to V2 by I2 when I1 equal to 0. So to find Z12 and Z22, common condition is I1 should be equal to 0. So we just take the problem as two steps. Step 1 is to find Z11 and Z21 as one step and I2 equal to 0. We'll just redraw the figure when we put I2 equal to 0, and then we proceed with redrawing the figure when I1 equal to 0. From that we can find the corresponding variables. So first step is to find Z11 and Z21 and Z21. I2 should be equal to 0. If you put I2 equal to 0, let me redraw the figure. A dash, B dash, this is V2, V1, I1, I2, and impedances ZA, this is ZB, this is ZC. Okay, when I2 equal to 0, what happens here? It gets no current flows in this impedance. So obviously we can ignore this impedance. So when I2 equal to 0, you can redraw the figure like this. Whereas you'll have here voltage V2. Right? Whenever I2 equal to 0, this end becomes open circuited. So no current flows in that branch. You can ignore that impedance. This is how the circuit will look like. Now, according to the direction of here I1, I can write here in this way. I1 is flowing in this circuit. By applying KVL to the loop, we can write here V1 equal to ZA into I1 plus ZB into I1. I can write this as ZA plus ZB into I1. So V1 by I1 equal to ZA plus ZB. V1 by I1 is nothing but Z11. So Z11 equal to V1 by I1 when I2 equal to 0. While writing this equation, you should not ignore this condition part. You must write this condition part. Z11 equal to ZA plus ZB ohms because this is impedance ohms. Next, what is the next thing we should find here? Z21. From the main equation we can write Z21 equal to V2 by I1 when I2 equal to 0. V2 by I1 when I2 equal to 0. So let us see here V2. How do we write V2 here? V2 equal to current into impedance. According to Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Here in place of R we have impedance value. So we can write V2 equal to I1 into ZB. And here the formula is Z21 equal to V2 by I1. So I can write here directly V2 by I1 equal to ZB, which is equal to Z21. So Z21 equal to V2 divided by ZB ohms. So we have got Z11 and Z21 from this condition. Next, to find Z12 and Z22. Condition is I1 equal to 0. Now redraw the figure again. So figure is given like this is ZA, ZC, and this is ZB, port BB dash, this is V2, this is I2, V1, and here the condition is I1 equal to 0. When you put I1 equal to 0, no current is entering in this branch. So here it is like open circuited. So whenever open circuited, you can just ignore this impedance. So you can ignore this impedance just like the previous case, and this would be V1. Okay, so here we can write the formulas. Z12 equal to, from the main equations, Z12 equal to V1 by I2, V1 by I2 when I1 equal to 0, whereas Z22 equal to V2 by I2 when I1 equal to 0. Without writing this condition, you cannot write Z22. Z22 equal to V2 by I2 only when I1 equal to 0. In order to obtain it, we follow few steps here, and I2 is flowing in this direction. Let us take like this I2. Applying KVL to loop, we can write V2 equal to I2 into ZC plus I2 into ZB. I'm just applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in this loop. So I can write I2 into ZB plus ZC. So V2 by I2 equal to ZB plus ZC. So I can directly write here Z22 equal to ZB plus ZC ohms because this is impedance. Next, Z12 equal to V1 by I2. From the figure, I can write here V1 as I2 into ZB, right? So I can write here V1 by I2 equal to ZB, which is equal to ZB ohms. So we have got Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 values. Let us write the final equations. Z11 equal to, we got as ZA plus ZB ohms, and Z12 as ZB ohms, and Z21 as ZB ohms, and Z22 as ZB plus ZC ohms. Right? We can write the final equations as V1, V2 equal to Z11 ZA plus ZB, Z12 ZB, Z21 ZB, Z22 ZB plus ZC. This is I1, I2. This is how we can find the Z parameters for the given circuit shown in figure. That's all for this video. Thank you.